Hey, this is Mr. Weber, and I am here to show you how to complete this marking period's flat I/O method book lessons. Okay, these will apply to all the method book lessons that we use this marking period. So this demonstration will work for anything else we use for flat I/O method book lessons. Here's lesson one. Okay, with this very simple answering questions. I've reassigned how the point system is done for these assessments. Okay, so you'll notice each section has a different point value, and instead of coming up to 20, it now comes up to 10. And I just go through and I assess each area that you've done. Okay. Sharing the links has exactly the same thing as before, so nothing new there. If you're not sure, you can always watch a video. It's like 2 minutes, 40 seconds, and it shows you how to copy and paste the link so I can see at the bottom here. Okay. All right. So first, of course, first and last name. That's an easy one. Then we're on to this section here. Okay. These steps. I've given an example. That doesn't mean you're writing out hot cross buns. I just want you to have the same title as the exercise you're writing out. We will be writing out exercises from our method book, Standard of Excellence. This will vary by class, okay? So you need to know which one you're doing. It'll say it in our assignments for Google. So I'm going to log into Flat. And we're going to remember that we always sign up with Google. And then we have nothing to do with this right here. That's not us at all, okay? If you ever want to go into your old scores, they're found here in My Scores library. But since we're doing something new, we're going to click over here on New Score. All right, so now we need to know what we're titling it. So for this example, I'm going to pretend that I'm writing out Song of the Fjords for mallet percussion. If you're a percussionist, this marking period, every one of these assignments, you're writing out for mallet percussion, not any drums. If you're a saxophone player, you do it for whatever saxophone you're playing. If you're a clarinet player, you do it for clarinet. Flute does it for flute, all that, okay? So I'm doing it for Song of the Fjords. So what my title is going to be, it's going to be the exact same thing. Song of the spelling count? Yeah, it does. So if you're not sure, go back, look, write it in. Okay, going to continue. Now we're going to do it for the instrument that you're playing, okay? If you're a percussionist, you're going to want to do it for a xylophone. Okay. That's the mallet percussion you're using. And it comes up here. I'm going to jump back and check some things off. So I've done that, I've done that, I've done that, and I gave it the same exact title. So I've now earned 1 point. So it's pretty easy to see how you get your points. Next step, writing out for your instrument and band. And like I said, right here, percussion must use xylophone. So if I check your assignment and it says drums, you got pitches all over the place, it's not going to fly. It won't be right, and you'll have to start over. So make sure you follow directions. We've done this. We've earned another point, up to 2. All right, now we need to jump back and forth. So here's a little pro tip. Because right now I have everything all up in the same set of tabs, same window. So I'm going to take my Smart Music. I'm going to right click and see where it says Move Tab to New Window. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm in 2 separate windows. If on your keyboard you hold down Alt, then tap Tab, it'll jump between the 2. This way you can look back and forth quickly. Okay? All right. So it says, let's see, set the key signature to match the exercise you're writing out. So I'm going to look at this, and here's my key signature right here. There is nothing there. Make sure your key signature matches, because if it doesn't, it will be wrong. So let's see. For our flats, there's nothing here. Key signature matches. So we can check that off. Another point earned. Okay, here's where the rest of it comes in. write in the exact pitches and rhythms of your song. It should have exactly the same number of measures. All right. So we're in a song that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do it a few different ways. If you want to put in 8 measures, you could. You could go up to measure, hit plus until you have 8, or you could just start writing out the song and it'll add a new measure as you're going. Okay. I'm going to do it that way, just because it doesn't really matter which way you do it. Okay, so B flat, C, D, B flat. So I'm going to go to my notes. My first note is a B flat. But I need to change it to B flat to match. So I make sure the little blue dots underneath, click the flat, and there we go. Now let's go here. Say C. All right, does that match? I see this. I see this. Yes, it does. Okay, next measure. Same as the first. So I do it again. And go back, make that a B flat. Go to the next one. Now, if you're really good, you could probably just do a copy and paste. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, it's up to you. Let's see, our match is, let's see, we got E flat half note, D half note. So we got to change this to half note. Go E, I gotta go back, so I need to get that flat in. Good. Now a D. All right, so that matches. And then C, 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 oh, that's easy. So quarter note. If you want to, look, 1, 2, 3. You can use the number pad up top, if that makes it easier for you. Okay, now, since this has to stay a rest, it's not going to add an extra measure. So I go here, and I click add another measure. Very easy. Let's see, where are we at? We have done this one, this one, this one, this one. Now we're back to here. So that's just like the first measure. Let's see, I gotta go back to notes. Once you get good at this, this does not take very long at all. Let's see. Gotta go back, get that flat in. All right. Oh, come on. And if you put the wrong note in, remember, you can use the up and down arrow key. Okay, I remember the next measure is the same as the one before it. Go back, put in that flat. Let's see, C. Okay, I'm going to move my face out of the way. Yoink, there we are. Let's jump back, see where we're at. There we go. We should be up to here. E flat, D. Come on. There we go. So we need half notes. Let's see, E. Oops, gotta go back. Make that a flat. There we go. Then this one's a D, right? All right. Now what? Remember, I'm just jumping back and forth between windows by going Alt and then tapping Tab. Okay? That's all I'm doing. Oops. There we go. C, D, B flat, rest. There we go. So I need quarter note. Let's see. There we go. C, and then B flat. Oops, gotta go back, make that a flat. All right. Now I need to check, is that the same as this? So I may need to go back and forth a few times. Some of the things, if it has like special words up here, I'm not concerned about these as much. So if you don't get this in, I'm not going to worry about it. If you figure out how to do it, that's great. You can probably figure it out, adding text. But that's not the important part for me. Okay. So if you don't end up putting in these words here, the solo soli, 2D, solo soli, 2D, if you can't figure that out, I'm not going to hold it against you. Really won't. All right. So this is all right. I can go and check off. I wrote it. Does it have exactly the same number of measures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I lucked out. It didn't create an extra measure at the end. Sometimes this will happen. An extra measure pops up. If it does, I would have to get rid of it. I put the little blue dot under it, go to minus, it would be gone. But that wasn't a problem. So I can click that off. 4 points. You can see where this is the big one. Okay, dynamics and articulations. So please notice the word only if, only if. Okay, so it says add dynamics only if they're in the song, add articulations only if they're in the song. So let's see. I do not see any dynamic markings. That'd be like mezzo forte, forte, stuff like that. I don't see any articulations. So I add nothing. So if you put them in, you've added stuff that's not there, that would be wrong. So since there's nothing, we don't have to add anything. So that's an easy one. Click, click, 2 points. All right. Next one. Make sure you copy all markings, slurs, ties, repeat signs, etc. So let's see. Slurs, sign. I mean, I don't see anything. My music looks just like what I see. The only thing I can't do is this here, the solo soli, the 2D, but I'm not going to worry about those. I don't really find those to be something you have to do. So there's nothing to copy, so I've done it. Tempo setting. This is an important one. Right now, our tempo is set at quarter equals 80. Let's see if that's what it is in SmartMeter. See that's right over here? I even like put my cursor over and it says tempo. The tempo is 96. Okay, that's the default setting. So you need to make sure your tempo matches that. So I'm going to jump back. I left click on tempo and it pops up. I can either tap up until it gets to 96, or I can just type it in, 96, and click save. All right, let's jump back, click that off. All right, it looks like all I have to do now is share the link. So if you've forgotten how to share the link and you don't want to have to read, you click here, watch the video, it lasts like 2 minutes, 40 seconds, okay? Or if you want to just read the instructions, these have not changed. All right. Since I'm here, I'll show you anyways. So you go up, you click share. It's always going to come up as the wrong thing. So you're going to have to go over here where it says change. Oops. So click share, click change. This is private, and that's not what I want. So I click change. And then I want this private sharing link. I will choose that. And once it's there, I'm going to copy it. It's been copied. We're good. I can jump back now. I go to the very bottom of the form. You see where you have to put in your answer? Put the cursor there. You do it 2 different ways. You can right click and it comes up and it says paste. That's one way. Or I put the cursor there and I can on my keyboard go control and then add V, same effect. All right. So I'm going to click submit to see if I'm all done. Oh, nope, I forgot to put in my first and last name. So my first name is Nate, last name Carter. Let's see, I got all the boxes checked. Yep. Click submit. And there we go. If you need to go back and edit your response at all, you can. And then that's it. I go in, I check your link, and I give you a grade based on the criteria I see. Okay? So anytime we have flat IO method book lessons, no matter which one they are, this is how you complete them using SmartMeter or whatever else we end up using. All right? So if you have questions, ask them, of course, and make sure you get this done. And that's about it. So see you soon.